So, good morning, friends. Today we are going to discuss about construction and working of four-way and five-way DC valves. So, earlier we have completed the study of two-way and three-way DC valves. So therefore, in this session, so we are going to take up the study of four-way and five-way DC valves. So friends, as discussed earlier, so as the name itself implies, these valves are very essential for controlling the direction of fluid which is entering the cylinder, and also for controlling the direction of fluid which is leaving the cylinder. So basically they are used only for controlling the direction of fluid which is entering and leaving the cylinder. So therefore they are called as direction control valves. So friends, these valves are very essential in hydraulic systems. They are also very essential for pneumatic systems. Also, they are very essential for hydro pneumatic systems. So, without using these valves, we cannot control the operation of cylinders used in fluid power systems. So therefore, they are called as direction control valves. So friends, let us make a quick review of the functions and types of direction control valves. So as informed just now, these valves are basically used for controlling the direction of fluid which is entering and leaving the cylinder. So without controlling the direction of fluid, so it is not possible to perform forward and return strokes of the piston that is arranged inside the cylinder. So for performing forward and backward or return strokes of the piston, we have to make arrangements for controlling the direction of fluid which is entering and leaving the cylinder. So this is the main purpose of these valves. So simply they are referred to as direction control valves. And similarly, now these valves will be having two positions. So the first position of the valve is used for performing forward stroke of the piston, and second position of the valve is used for performing the return stroke of the piston. So positioning of valve is very essential for performing forward and backward strokes of the piston. So in addition to these positions, some valves are provided with third position, that is called as a neutral position. And in this position, so all the passages of the valve, that means all the ports of the valve will be coming to closed position. So friends, therefore it is called as a neutral position, and the valve can be kept in neutral position when the circuit is not in working condition. But when the circuit is in working condition, first position is very, very essential for performing forward stroke of the piston, and second position is very, very essential for performing the return stroke of the piston. So this is the, principle of operation of direction control valves. So friends, we have already noted down the types of valves. So we have two-way valves, three-way valves, four-way valves, and five-way valves. And similarly, we have two-position valves, and also three-position valves are also, available for utilization. So based on these factors, number of ports and number of positions. So these factors are very, very important. And based on these factors, valves are classified into 7 different categories as shown in particular slide. Now coming to two-way valves, there is only one variety. It is called as a two-way, two-position valve. And three-way valves, we have two varieties. One is two-position valve and other one is a three-position valve. Similarly, in four-way valves, we have two varieties. One is a two-position, the other one is a three-position. And similarly, in five-way valves also, we have two categories. The first one called as a two-position valve, and the second one referred to as a three-position valve. So friends, two-way, two-position, three-way, two-position, so on and so forth, five-way, three-position. So this way, valves are classified into 7 DC valves are classified into 7 different categories. So friends, two-way, two-position valve called as 2x2 valve, as mentioned in this slide. Three-way, two-position valve, it's called as a 3x2 valve. Similarly, three-way, three-position valve, it is called as a 3x3 valve. So like this, we can prepare the list of all the items. So similarly, we have 4x2 valves, 4x3 valves, 5x2 valves, and 5x3 valves. So friends, totally, 7 types of DC valves are, available for operating circuits. And among these valves, two-way and three-way valves are only suitable for controlling single acting cylinders. And four-way and five-way valves are only suitable for controlling double acting cylinders. So friends, you are using single acting cylinder. If the circuit is using, single acting cylinder, we have to go either for a two-way valve or a three-way valve. And if the circuit is using a double acting cylinder, then we have to go either for a four-way valve or a five-way valve. So friends, as a whole, two-way, three-way valves are suitable or to be used for controlling single acting cylinders. And similarly, four-way and five-way valves are to be used for controlling double acting cylinders. So friends, these are the various types of DC valves. Mostly, almost used in hydraulic and pneumatic systems. So friends, let us make a review of ports and elements. So generally valves are provided with three types of ports. So the first one called as inlet port, connected to the pipeline coming from the supply source. The second one called as outlet port, to be connected to the pipeline that is entering the cylinder port. And the last one called as exhaust port, to be connected to the pipeline that is entering the oil tank or which is entering the atmosphere. So friends, the ports are again classified into three categories. We have to use three different types of ports. So the first one, inlet port for supplying fluid into the DC valve. Outlet port for supplying fluid into the cylinder. And finally, the exhaust port for discharging fluid either into the oil tank or into the atmosphere. So friends, we have to use different pipelines for different ports. So the inlet port is connected to the one pipeline that's called a supply pipeline. Outlets are connected to another set of ports called as system pipelines. And exhaust ports, they are connected to the pipelines called as return pipelines or exhaust pipelines. So return pipelines used in hydraulic systems for sending back oil into the oil tank or into the reservoir. And exhaust pipes, they are used in pneumatic systems for discharging air into the atmosphere. So friends, inlet ports of the DC valve to be connected to supply pipelines, outlet ports to be connected to system pipelines, and finally the exhaust ports are to be connected to return pipelines or exhaust pipelines. So friends, we have to remember the basic difference between these pipelines, supply pipelines, system pipelines, and finally return or exhaust pipelines. And secondly, we have to use some elements. Some element or elements are to be arranged inside the body of the valve, and that has to be moved in to and fro directions. And that is very, very essential for changing the positions of valves. So friends, if elements are moved in one direction, valve will be coming to first position. And if they are moved in another direction, opposite direction, then the valve will be coming to second position. So for keeping valves in first and second positions, arrangement of element is very, very important, and movement of element in to and fro directions, that is very, very important for operating these valves. So friends, as discussed earlier, first position is very, very essential for performing forward stroke of the piston. And second position, very, very essential for performing return stroke of the piston. So friends, we have to arrange an element has to be arranged inside the body of the DC valve. That is referred to as a spool, and two spools are used for two-way, three-way, and four-way valves, whereas three spools are required for operating five-way valves. So this is about the elements used for operating DC valves. So two spools are required for two-way, three-way, and four-way valves, and three spools are required for operating five-way valves. And finally, friends, if we are using two spools, so one spool rod is essential for connecting the first and second spool. And in the case of five-way valve, we are using three spools. So therefore, we need two spool rods. So first rod for connecting first and second spools, and second rod for connecting second and third spools. So friends, these spools and spool rods, so they are very, very, essential for operating the DC valves. So these elements to be brought in first position for performing forward stroke of the piston. Again, these elements to be brought to second position for performing return stroke of the piston. So friends, we talked about this valve actuation also. So just now we talked about the, moving element of the valve. Now that element has to be brought to first position, and finally it has to be brought to second position. So friends, therefore we have to make necessary arrangements for moving the valve in to and fro directions. That is called as valve actuation. So actuation of valve, keeping the element, moving the valve to desired position, that's called as valve actuation. So we have all these different methods are available for actuating valves. So we have mechanical actuation, solenoid actuation, fluid actuation, and pilot actuation. So friends, sometimes if mechanical items like push buttons, levers, if such items are used for moving the element of the valve, that is called as mechanical actuation. Sometimes solenoid is used for moving the element, that's called as solenoid actuation. Sometimes fluids are used for moving the element of the valve. If that is the case, it's called as a fluid actuation. Sometimes another valve is used for controlling the element of the DC valve. It's called as a pilot valve. So if a pilot valve is used for moving the element of the DC valve, it is called as pilot actuation. So friends, these are the methods that are available for moving the elements of DC valve in to and fro directions. Arrangement of element is very, very important. Moving the element in to and fro directions, that is also very, very important. So then only you can put the valve either in first position or in second position. Unless you put the valve in a desired position, we cannot perform the forward and return strokes of the piston. So therefore, friends, moving the element of the valve is very, very essential. That is called as valve actuation. Different methods are available for actuating the element of DC valves, elements of DC valves. So they are called as methods of valve actuation. So we have all these methods are available for doing valve actuation, mechanical actuation, solenoid actuation, fluid actuation, pilot valve actuation. So all these, methods. These are the different methods available for actuating valves or for moving the elements. Arranged inside DC valves. So therefore, they are referred to as methods of valve actuation. So friends, now we have to discuss, let us discuss about the construction and working of a four-way valve. So friends, if you look at these figures, we can identify the various ports of four-way valve. So totally this valve is having 4 ports. So therefore simply it is called as a four-way DC valve. So friends, this is the inlet port of the DC valve, and here we have first outlet of the DC valve, and this is the second outlet of the DC valve, and finally we have the exhaust. This is the exhaust port of the DC valve. So friends, this valve is having one inlet port, 2 outlet ports, and 1 exhaust port. But totally it is having 4 ports. So therefore it is referred to as a four-way DC valve. Friends, one more thing, this valve is having 2 outlet ports, so therefore it is suitable only for operating a double acting cylinder. So therefore the first outlet of the DC valve is connected to the first port of the double acting cylinder, and second outlet of the valve is connected to the second port of the cylinder. And of course, the inlet port is connected to the pipeline coming from the supply source. And ultimately, the exhaust port, this is connected to the pipeline, which is either entering the atmosphere or which is entering the reservoir. So friends, as a whole, 4 ports are available, made in the body of this valve. So therefore, this valve is consisting of 4 ports. So that's why it is called as a four-way DC valve. Now, friends, let us identify the elements of the valve. So this is the first spool of the DC valve, and this is the second spool of the DC valve. So this spool rod is used for connecting first and second spools of the DC valve. So friends, first spool, second spool, and spool rod. So all these items will be moving in to and fro directions when the circuit is in operating condition. And secondly, when the elements are moving in reverse direction, the valve will be coming to first position as shown in the first figure. And when the elements move in forward direction, then the valve will be coming to second position. So friends, first position is very essential for forward stroke of the piston, and the second position is very essential for return stroke of the piston. Now, as per the arrangement of these, ports, so if the element moves, if the elements move in reverse direction, then the valve will be coming to first position. And if the elements move in forward direction, then the valve will be coming to second position, as shown in the second. So friends, again, in the first position, inlet will be in contact with the first, outlet, and second outlet will be in contact with the exhaust port of the DC valve. So therefore, the fluid will be entering from the left-hand side of the piston, and it will be leaving from the right-hand side of the piston. So therefore, this first position of the valve is used for performing the forward stroke of the piston. And similarly, coming to the second figure, when the valve is in second position, inlet will be in contact with the second outlet, and first outlet will be in contact with the exhaust port of the DC valve. So friends, therefore, the fluid will be entering from the right-hand side of the piston, and it will be leaving from the left-hand side of the piston. So therefore, this second position is therefore used for performing return stroke of the piston. So friends, in any case, the first position of the DC valve is used for performing the forward stroke of the piston, and second position is used for performing the return stroke of the piston. So friends, the first figure is indicating the first position of the DC valve. So inlet is in contact with the first outlet, and second outlet is in contact with the exhaust. So therefore, first figure is used for indicating the first position of the DC valve. And similarly, in the second figure, that is used for indicating the second position of the DC valve. So in this position, the inlet is in contact with the second, outlet, and the first outlet is in contact with the exhaust port of the DC valve. So friends, as a whole, first position of the DC valve is used for performing the forward stroke of the piston, and second position of the valve is always used for performing the return stroke of the piston. So friends, in first position, inlet will be in contact with the first outlet, and second outlet will be in contact with the exhaust. That is used for forward stroke of the piston. And in the second position, inlet of the valve will be in contact with the second outlet, and first outlet will be in contact with the exhaust. That is used for performing the return stroke of the piston. So friends, we can see different colors are used for indicating the fluid that is entering and leaving the cylinder. So friends, in the first position, the fluid is entering from the entering fluid is shown in blue color, and the exhaust fluid that is shown in red color so far. as these diagrams are concerned. So very easily we can observe these diagrams. So in the first figure, the fluid is entering from the left hand side and it is leaving from the right hand side. So entering fluid is shown in blue color and exhaust fluid, leaving fluid, that is shown in red color. And similarly, when the valve is in second position, fluid will be entering from the right hand side of the piston and it will be leaving from the left hand side of the piston. So that's why entering fluid is shown in blue color in the right hand side region, and leaving fluid is shown in red color in the left hand side region. So friends, as a whole, so this is about the construction and working of a four-way DC valve. So first figure is indicating the first position and port connections of the DC valve. Second figure indicating second position and port connections of the DC valve. And finally, the last figure, it is indicating the neutral position of the DC valve. So here all the ports are coming to closed position. So this is called as the neutral position of the DC valve. So friends, this is the first position, this is the second position, and this is the third position. So it's a four-way valve. So it's having four ports and three positions. So therefore, it is called as a four-way three-position valve. And simply, it is referred to as a 4x3 DC valve. So 4 for indicating a number of ports and 3 for indicating the number of positions. So friends, this is about construction and working of a four-way DC valve. So friends, here also we can clearly, this is another example for indicating. So the first and second positions of four-way valve. So here this is the first position of the DC valve. So therefore inlet is in contact with the first outlet and second outlet is in contact with the exhaust port. So friends, this is the figure which indicates the first position of the four-way valve. And we can see this figure, we can see the second position of the valve. So here inlet is coming in contact with the second outlet port, and first outlet is coming in contact with the exhaust port. So therefore this figure is used for representing the second position of the DC valve. So friends, I have taken one more set of figures for indicating the first for clarity purpose and also for indicating the first and second positions of the DC valve. So all these things are shown in these figures. So naturally capital P for indicating the inlet port of the DC valve, capital A for indicating the first outlet of the valve, capital B for indicating the second outlet of the DC valve. Ultimately here capital P is used for representing the exhaust port of the DC valve. So friends, in the case of a four-way valve, there is one inlet port, two outlet ports, and one exhaust port. So that exhaust port is used not only for with the first outlet of the DC valve, but also it is used for second with second outlet of the DC valve. So only one exhaust is used, for controlling both the outlets of the DC valve. So that's why it is referred to as a common exhaust system. So friends, inlet port, capital Phi for indicating inlet port, AB for indicating first and second outlet ports, and capital T for indicating the exhaust port of the DC valves. So therefore, same thing is also here. Also, same thing is used. P for inlet, AB for first and second outlets, and ultimately capital T used for indicating the exhaust port of the DC valve. So friends, this is about the construction and working of a four-way DC valve. So here all the details are given in this particular slide. Valve consisting of four ports, one inlet, two outlets, and one exhaust. So it's called as a four-way valve. So P for representing inlet, A for representing first outlet, B for representing second outlet, and T for representing exhaust port. And it's a, basically it's a two-position valve. So in the first position, these are the port connections. In second position, these are the port connections. First position for performing forward stroke of the piston, and second position for performing return stroke of the piston. And in the case of a four-way valve, we have two categories, 4x2 valve and 4x3 valve. So we have noted down the figures. We have seen the figures of 4x3 valve in the first slide. Also, we have seen the figures of two-position valve in the second slide. And friends, these valves will be having two outlets. They are suitable for double-acting cylinders. And here, in the case of four-way valve, only one exhaust is used for both the outlets. So therefore, it is called as a common exhaust system. So friends, this is about the construction and working of a four-way DC valve. So friends, now let us lastly let us discuss about the construction of a five-way valve. So here we can see the construction of a five-way DC valve. So two elements are placed inside the body of the valve. So they are called as spools. This is called as the first spool of the DC valve, and this is called as the second spool of the DC valve. And just like other DC valves, this one spool rod is used for connecting both the elements. So the left end of the spool rod is fitted to the first spool, and the right end is fitted to the second spool of the DC valve. So friends, the first spool is coming in contact with the spool rod, and spool rod ultimately it is coming in contact with the second spool of the DC valve. So therefore, all these, just like any other valve, all these elements will be moving in to and fro directions. As a single unit, all these elements will be moving in to and fro directions. Now, if these elements are moving in reverse direction, the valve will be coming to first position as shown in this figure. And if the elements move in forward direction, the valve will be coming to second position as shown in this second figure. So friends, first figure for indicating the first position of this five-way DC valve, and this second figure, this figure for indicating the second position of five-way DC valve. Now, secondly, friends, we can see the arrangement of different ports. So this is the inlet port of the five-way valve fitted to the pipeline coming from the supply source. So this is the first outlet of the DC valve fitted to the first port of the cylinder. And this is the second outlet of the DC valve fitted to the second port of the cylinder. And this is called as the first exhaust of the DC valve, so used for the first outlet port. And here we have second exhaust port of the DC valve that is generally used for second outlet of the DC valve. So friends, it is having one inlet port, two outlet ports, and two exhaust ports. So totally it is having, five ports. So therefore it is referred to as a five-way DC valve. Now friends, in the case of a four-way DC valve, only one exhaust is provided in the case of four-way DC valve, that is utilized for both the outlets. So therefore, that is called as a common exhaust system. But whereas in the case of five-way valve, first exhaust is used for first outlet of the valve, and the second exhaust is used for second outlet of the DC valve. So separately, exhaust ports are provided separately for both the outlets. So therefore, this is referred to as a separate exhaust system. Also, it is referred to as an independent exhaust system. So friends, four-way valves are provided with one exhaust port, therefore it is called as common exhaust system. And the five-way valves are provided with two exhaust ports, so therefore it is referred to as independent exhaust system. And finally, coming to these valve positions. So friends, this is the figure which indicates the first, which is indicating the first position of this five-way valve. So in this position, inlet will be in contact with the first outlet, and second outlet will be in contact with the second exhaust, and first exhaust will remain in closed position. So friends, because of this, event, the fluid will be entering from the left-hand side of the cylinder as shown in red color, and the fluid will be leaving from the right-hand side of the cylinder as shown in blue color. So therefore, this first position of this valve is naturally it is used for performing the forward stroke of the piston. And secondly, friends, this is the figure which is indicating the second position of the DC valve. So friends, in this position, inlet will be in contact with the second outlet, and the first outlet will be in contact with the first exhaust, and the second exhaust will remain in closed position. So therefore, the fluid will be entering from the right hand side of the cylinder, that is shown in red color, and it will be leaving from the left hand side of the cylinder, that is shown in blue color. So therefore, piston will begin to move in reverse direction. That is called as a return stroke of the piston. So friends, just like any other valve, the first position of the valve is used for performing the forward stroke of the piston, and the second position of the valve is used for performing the backward stroke of the piston, also called as a return stroke of the piston. So friends, these two figures, wonderful figures. The first figure can be used for explaining the first position of the DC valve. Both connections at the first position of the DC valve used for forward stroke of the piston. And this second figure can be used for describing the second position of the DC valve, and both connections at the second position of the DC valve, that is used for performing the return stroke of the piston. So friends, this is the about the construction and working of a five-way DC valve. So that entire information, we can see the entire information pertaining to this five-way DC valve. So consisting of one inlet, two outlets, and two exhausts. So P for representing the inlet, AB for representing first and second outlets. So T1, T2 can be used for indicating the exhaust ports of the DC valve. So friends, in the case of a hydraulic system, the oil will be going back into the reservoir. So it will be going back into the oil tank. So T1, T2 can be used for indicating first and second exhaust ports. And in the case of a pneumatic system, air will be let off into the atmosphere. It will be relieved into the atmosphere. So therefore, R1 and R2 can be used for indicating the exhaust ports of pneumatic DC valve or exhaust ports used in pneumatic systems. So friends, we have talked about the positions of this particular item, first position and second position. So port connections at the first position and port connections at the second position. So first position for forward stroke of the piston, and second position for return stroke of the piston. So all the information is given in this particular slide. And again, we have two varieties of five-way valves. So the first one called as a two-position valve, and second one referred to as a three-position valve. So we have two different types of five-way valves. And finally, this valve, it is provided with two outlets. So it is suitable for controlling double acting cylinders. And separate exhausts are provided for both the outlets of the valve. So therefore, it is referred to as independent exhaust system. So friends, in this session, we have noted down the construction and working of four-way and five-way DC valves, used in hydraulic as well as pneumatic systems. So thank you very much for attending the session.